not a worse place to stall than at the start of a race. I hope they're okay.
The car on your left-hand side will not get off the grid.
He didn't even move.
Saavedra. Everybody else is starting to go around him. Now the car coming from the back doesn't see him. And that first car that hits him is Carlos Munoz. And then from then on, the debris is flying.
I think Montoya just stalled back there, too.
Could be. There could be a problem starting the...
Charlie Kimball, I think, on the right-hand side, also just a slow start. Oh, he just about got through, and it all happens so very fast because there is spotters here for these drivers to tell them what's going on. But at that short time span, Eddie, it's just about impossible.
Hunter Ray did an exceptional job missing him. And Munoz is the one that decided to change lane from the right to left.
Yes.
And when he did that, he blocked the view of the cars behind him, and they found themselves with a stopped car in the middle.
And you see as soon as he hits, the back of the car flies and gets up there. Boy, what a big hit. Thank God car's okay. That car is not the
The fastest 2 laps
yes.
that we have seen by a big distance.
Both in the 231s, the first driver to put any lap in the 231. So far, trouble! Oh, what a crash! What a terrible crash!
Up and over, car flipped. Came back, up and over. Oh.
That was a hard hit. He's fine.
Oh, wow.
That things might get a little bit loose for you. That's what happened to Will Power when I saw that 2 years ago in turn number 2. Ideally, I think you'd like to be low, in particular going into... Oh, we have a huge crash here on the track right now. It looks like Mikhail Aloshin. I'll have to look up who it is. I saw Aloshin earlier was running very close with Charlie Kimball and as well Sebastian Saavedra, but don't want to identify just yet who it is, as we have
wing adjustment. They vetoed that wing adjustment and a crash on the track.
Huge crash on the front straightaway. Looks like Connor Daly and I believe Joseph Newgarden. Big hit coming into the tri-oval.
See Joseph Newgarden moving in the car. That is a big relief.
Middle of the track, you've got to dive down low. You've seen what Briscoe could have done.
This is it. One lap. Oh, there goes Ryan Hunter-Reay and Ryan Briscoe. And Briscoe flies. Oh. Briscoe flips and flies. On the grass, the two Ryans came together.
Oh, that looked horrible.
And that's a very abrupt end to what was a terrific day for Ryan Briscoe. He gives both thumbs up, which is a good sign. That was
here. They just start bouncing off of each other here. Hunter-Reay was going for a gap. It closed, and he came down into Brian, and the grass just caught the car and just flipped it violently.
Goodness me.
And very shortly thereafter, Ryan Briscoe gives the double thumbs up. Watch this, just a gap that closed again. It's Karam coming down, Hunter-Reay in the middle. And Ryan Briscoe, just the innocent bystander there down on the inside, and that nose just dove in like a dart into the grass.
Absolutely.
And flipped Briscoe. So again, similar to the Power and Sato incident, a lucky, lucky escape for both the Ryans, Hunter-Reay and Briscoe.
Oh, that was just intense, very, very violent crash. And it just goes to show you how safe these cars are.
This is Briscoe at the end of that.
Right away. But Alexander Rossi pretty well smoked on the front straightaway. Now Ryan Hunter-Reay is to the inside. Huge crash. Hunter-Reay, Sato. Oh no, and Rossi is in it.
A lot of cars.
Up in the fence is Rosenqvist.
This is disastrous for Rossi in the championship. His teammate was involved like he was last year
Sato.
In turn 2. Sato's involved.
Upside
down. Sato's car
on fire too.
So Ryan Hunter-Reay for the second year is involved in a...
Ray's going to make a move on Rossi, go to the inside. Sato goes to the outside. They're now 3 wide.
They just squeezed him. Sato just came
down
over
on Rossi.
Yeah, he just came down on top of Rossi and then swept everybody out. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
look at that.
Man.
Up in the fence. So very hard hit for Rosenqvist. Very, very lucky.
I'm so glad that Rosenqvist stayed out of the fence in terms of the whole car getting up there.
Oh, yeah.
So here we get a good head-on shot. I'm not sure what Sato thought he was clear maybe and tried to get a draft off Dixon.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing in that situation. He just kind of turned down across those guys, and there was a car in the middle. Rossi was in the sandwich.
Well, we have an onboard
in the middle of it, so we'll get an onboard with Rossi. Look at this. Already banging wheels already, so close. But here, watch Sato, and then he just turns on him.
Oh, and Hunter-Reay was kind of tight
Rossi
down below.
No steering for Rossi now.
I think everybody was trying to go after the single car toe, the draft from...
I would say at this point, Ryan Hunter-Reay saying, I might be done with Pocono. 2 really scary crashes in 2 years.
Sato collected just about everybody, and it sends Rosenqvist up. So similar to Wickens last year. He's so lucky that that didn't get into the fence. And it ripped the front of the nose right off the car.
He's
so
lucky that the bottom side of the car impacted the wall of the fence on its side.
How about James Hinchcliffe? He was involved as well. He's the onboard.
Clear by 3.
It's on the brakes. He's doing what he has to do, but the cars just come right back to him. He was on the
Turn
brake.
2. Trouble. Oh my goodness, what a huge crash. Scott Dixon is in it.
On the top right there. On the top, load.
As we watch the cars go through here, guys, the car on the very top, okay, which is Jay Howard. We're going to roll this through now. Well, look at Jay. He's already way off the line. He's off the dark patch of the racetrack, which we call the racing line. He's up in the gray. He's lost control of the car. He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there, up and over the front of the car. Car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are. An awful accident, but as we saw, Scott Dixon right there, hands away from the steering wheel. We saw him get out, and when we first went to this frame, when we first saw this accident, you heard some roar from the crowd, and that was because they knew that Scott Dixon was okay, and the 77 of J.
Here comes the red machine, the Lucas Oil entry of Canada's Robert Wickens.
Oh, that's going to be tight through there.
Whoa!
They touch. Oh, my God.
Oh! That's Robert Wickens. And his teammate is into him as well, James Hinchcliffe. That was ugly. That was frightening.
Big, big impact.
That was a very scary accident.
It'll be 2 rows up ahead there.
Stay low. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
Oh, that was Fittipaldi.
That was Fittipaldi.
They're all very concerned. So let's have a look here on the inside here. There's Hunter Ray braking sidewards, and look at that. Wickens just climbs over the 28 and up into the fence.
It was a vicious impact. That is the fastest part of the racetrack.
Destroyed, but you can see Mike moving inside the car. He's going on the inside of Ryan Hunter-Reay. This reminds me almost of Dan Weldon's crash here in turn 3 and 4 quite a few years ago, and the car is up into the fence, which is almost reminiscent of Kenny Brack's accident at Texas quite a few years ago, guys. Very, very lucky.
You know, he was incredibly lucky that he did not go head into that fence. That is a horrible impact.
Wow. All right, let's go on board from Helio Castroneves' point of view.
You can see Mike was trying for some reason to go on the inside.
Wow, he almost collected Anna Beatrice. Now from Ryan Hunter-Reay's car.
So you can see that he got hit on the inside and up over the top, and you can see Ryan Hunter-Reay moving his hands, and he looks up in front of him and he goes, my gosh, I can't believe that.
Oh, wow. Oh, so close.